As I look at this embodied simulated system and see the building block of the solar system that is our sun, I know I can finally end 2020 with a bang with this Death Star. And you can too if you purchase your own Death Star now for $19.99 plus shipping and handling. Additional fees may apply. Before we launch any celebratory fireworks, let's see how this works. Now, big picture, we got an embodied simulation of the solar system, which, in simpler terms, means everything orbits everything. We got the sun as the gray Lego brick building block. We got the only important planets, Mars, which was conquered by goblins, and is a little out of place, but it's an apocalypse and these things just kind of happen. And we got Earth in a scenario where the moon was replaced by a Death Star, conveniently. Everything is set up for a great conclusion. So, the way this simulation works is that the sun, the planets, and the Death Star are astral bodies. This is just the coding class they all share, and what this means is that they exert a gravitational force, quote unquote, on each other. I won't go into with the code because that's not the point of this video, but there's this wonderful thing called Google that can help you out. The only minor note I'll make is that the players and goblins aren't astral bodies, so they won't be exerting a gravitational force. And this is just because they're teeny tiny in comparison to, the planets. So I instead call them Instagram influencers because they don't influence anything. Now the Death Star, the ender of civilization. It pretty much ended up going through more rough drafts than I put my own English paper through. And it works. Kind of. See, the main issue is we don't really want to destroy the planet completely. It's kinda lame, easy, and really isn't that funny. Like, really, any monkey can put object.delete in their code. See, instead, wanna make it a donut. There's a couple ways we could go about this. You could cut the planet in the middle and push the points away from the direction of the beam and make a cylinder source. This would work, but I wouldn't even know where to start unsplitting the mesh and then fixing it. See, there's this entire wall here that doesn't have any vertices, and I'd have to add a bunch of vertices to create a cylinder for the hole in the middle. Not worth the effort, right? I could just instead make a 3D model in Blender of the planet and just have a cylinder cut through it, but that's some baby solution. Anyone can do that in Blender. Or, you could leave the mesh as it is and just shove the points away and delete them if they get too far from the planet. Pretty much dig a giant hole straight through the planet and delete the points if they're too far. And as jank as it sounds, that's what we're gonna do. And, spoiler, it works. Meshes. This planet's got a mesh, that star's a mesh, everything you see here is a mesh. A mesh is pretty much a collection of points that tells Unity, wait mate, there's a thing here. It's often used to display different textures or even for collision, and in this case we need both. So what we're going to do here is send array, which is pretty much a code bullet that carries information. And where it hits the sphere, we shove the points near backwards. We also got to do the same to the points on the opposite end as well, so it doesn't look like a ceramic bowl I attempted to make in our class. Now, we just set the new mesh to the object, reset the mesh collider, and assuming we didn't mess up the code and turn it into an umbrella or a creature from the 5th dimension, we got our donut planet. All that's left is to add some quick code for the Death Star to always face towards our desired planet, and it's time for celebration. We can finally end 2020 in one swoop. Hopefully you accomplish everything in your bucket list, like commenting, liking, and subscribing. Bye!